Well, the City for Champions could change the landscape of our region both visually and financially. And the question is, for better or worse in this heated political debate. Now, here are the facts first on this story. City for Champions includes 4 major projects: an Olympic Museum, a sports medicine center at UCCS, and an updated U.S. Air Force Academy Visitor Center. And the big talker, the most expensive project, a downtown sports and event center. So, with $120 million in tax incentives from the Regional Tourism Act, who takes care of the rest? We talked with those making the case, both sides, for and against the idea and what it could mean to the public. City for Champions, a project causing much debate, both in favor and against. But for the public, the main concern is who will pay and how.
Where is the money coming from? And when you don't know the answer, you automatically think that it's going to hit your own personal pocketbook. But I can assure you that is the last choice on the list of funding options for the stadium.
Laura Newman worked with Mayor Bach for just over 2 years. Now advocate for City for Champions, says there are many options for funding that will present themselves as the process comes together. Although City Council member Joel Miller, opposing the project, has some different thoughts, he says you won't hear publicly.
I'll tell you what Mayor Bach has told the state it would come from. He pledged in a letter to the state that it would come from bond capacity that the city has, city general fund, city sales tax, the Pikes Peak Rural Transportation Authority, which we voted to tax ourselves on for road and infrastructure projects, and the city parking enterprise.
So what about taxes? A big concern for taxpayers.
Naming rights are being discussed, sponsorships, hiring a stadium authority, a professional stadium authority, all are being discussed well in advance of anything related to taxes. And if it came down to that, our present mayor, Mayor Bach, said that that would require a citizen vote. And so it isn't something that would go forward without the citizens having a voice.
We've actually directly asked Mayor Bach, and he does not intend to have it go to a vote. If it's financed the way that's being proposed right now, it wouldn't require a vote as long as he can get, and he told the state at the hearing in December, he said, I've got 4 council members that support this, I'm going to get 8. And he said at a county commission meeting, when asked, well, what if you can't get the votes you need? He said, well, we'll wait till the next election.
What about jobs? Joel Miller says an economic analyst hired by the city claims the jobs outlook is wildly optimistic. At best, the project can expect 867 stabilized careers, not the more than 5,000 projected. Those pushing City for Champions say 4 economists question the numbers, but all agree on the employment possibilities.
In the neighborhood of about 5,100 jobs will be generated from just the 4 projects, and about 2,900 of them will be permanent. But the remainder will be real, wonderful jobs in our community. And some people have been a little critical that, so those are the jobs that will sell popcorn or tickets in the stadium downtown. And the answer is yes, there's some of those. But there's a significant part of our population that needs and wants those jobs. Those are entry-level jobs. And so let's not criticize that.
Opponents to this current proposition say there have never been profits in cities with this development structure. 17% tax revenue growth for 1 year is not realistic. Laura Newman, though, makes her case and cites Denver with their downtown stadium, bringing social, business, and residential success, including regional leaders' business trips to research best practices in Charlotte, Indianapolis, and Salt Lake City over the past 5 years.
Well, I think any big visionary idea, any leap into greatness, it's scary. So even if you have 99% of the answers, there's still the fear factor about the what if. And I'm just very appreciative those individuals took that leap into the deep end of the pool, applied for those monies, were wildly successful, and now we've got to figure things out, and we need the community in which to do that.
Economists will tell you the faults with all the assumptions that are being made. So it's a gamble, and I don't believe that we should gamble with taxpayer dollars.
Now, we could hear more on this topic from both sides for the entire show, but another public meeting or information exchange happens Tuesday, August 9th from 5 to 6:30 at the new 21C Library on Chapel Hills Drive. Guests are encouraged to share ideas, and you can also submit questions online prior to the event at cityforchampions.com.